Now, here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with meteorologist Mike Hurd.
Let's start with the jet stream pattern. You can see it's diving well south of Montana, allowing some pretty chilly air from Canada to drop down in the Treasure State. And here's an upper level low that started out over British Columbia yesterday. It's now sitting over Montana today, and we picked up widespread shower activity from western Montana into eastern Montana. Everything spinning counterclockwise, so we got that counterclockwise spin, and that's really creating quite a bit of wraparound moisture. So this whole thing will continue to march off towards the north and east in time, and we'll be done with it by tomorrow morning. Interesting though, it's summertime and we're talking winter weather advisories, Yellowstone National Park into tomorrow morning, the Absaroka Beartooth Wilderness areas in the overnight. This is mainly above 7,000 feet, and we could be looking at generally 1 to 4 inches, but above 8,000 to 9,000 feet, those rare peaks could actually have up to 8 inches of snow. Most of that will melt off in the next day or two, but there's also an advisory up there for the central mountains of Montana as well. And again, it's all stemming from this upper level low, which is rapidly on the move towards the north and east, rolling up into North Dakota by tomorrow morning. So still some lingering showers in eastern Montana mid-morning tomorrow, but generally staying somewhat clear and slightly warmer tomorrow. But the flow is still out of the northwest, so that's still going to hold temperatures back a little shy of average for tomorrow. But by Wednesday, as this ridge builds in, that will bring back a west-southwesterly flow, and that should help temperatures come back up into the low 70s midweek. But there's a cold front right behind that and another upper level low in southern Canada. Now that front is likely to move through Montana by Thursday. This could bring some increasing wind, a little bit of cloud cover, isolated chance for showers. Right now, forecast models are showing most of the moisture wrapping around this low, staying in southern Canada by Friday, and it begins to move on out of the area by the weekend. That could change, but something we'll keep an eye on. So as you look at Belgrade's data today, 54 degrees is the current temperature out at the airport. That's the high so far today. Yeah, that's way shy of average. A little over half an inch of rainfall today, and that's a bonus. We have north winds at 50 miles per hour. Now, MSU came in closer to an inch, just shy of an inch at 9/10 of an inch. 50 was the current, and 68 and 39. Now, that 68 goes back from 4 p.m. yesterday to 4 p.m. today, so that was likely late yesterday, but I doubt we even got out of the lower 50s today in the MSU campus in Bozeman. So 40s and 50s right now. It's a tiny bit warmer out towards Spokane at 67, but even eastern counties are struggling with 40s and 50s at this hour. So it's cool across the entire region, and it's fairly wet. So it's a nice little change in the overall hot, dry, and smoky weather pattern. I got temperature dipping into the 20s for Wisdom, close to freezing in Butte and down towards Dillon as well. So those of you that are very close to freezing, I advise you cover everything up if you want to keep your flowers and gardens going a little longer. I'm sure you do. So 60s and 70s are in there tomorrow, and again, that's still a little cooler than we like to see at this time of the year, but it's a slow process. We're transitioning into some warmer weather beginning tomorrow. 20s, 30s, and 40s here tonight. Again, some of you could be very close to or below freezing, but tomorrow it's going to take a while. We'll get in the lower 60s to the lower 70s. Some sunshine likely. It's going to feel like a decent day, but it definitely will be jacket worthy, especially in the early morning hours. Now, as you look at the extended forecast, we do come up in the mid-70 range. That's closer to normal Wednesday, Thursday. But Thursday, a cold front moving through. Not a lot of moisture, possibly looking at some increasing wind. And we may come down just a few degrees Friday, but we should go back up into the lower 70s with some sunshine throughout the weekend. Lows will be quite chilly over the next 5 to 7. For Butte, 67 tomorrow, but 75 on Wednesday. 70s likely this weekend. Clouds and winds increasing on your Thursday. Very chilly for several nights. And Dillon, again, a big variety here, but mid-60s through mid-70s. It feels a little bit like fall. We got 30s and 40s in there for most overnight lows. And down on West Yellowstone, yeah, that's going to feel a little bit like fall, especially in the morning hours where you're below freezing for the next 2 or 3 or down close to it. So very frosty early mornings, but 60s and low 70s will feel nice in the afternoon.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. Yep.
Brooke Leonard joins us now, some MSU football to talk about.
Right, and it better not rain on Thursday, Mike,
okay,
because we got a football game to play. We've got a little preview on that coming up next.